Hello everyone, Bill here, STL Puckhead, back with another video. This one's going to be a little bit of a different type of video for my channel. What I'm going to do is combine a two-part video of an SGC submission and with an SGC return, kind of like COG sports cards do it. I really enjoy seeing them pre-grade their cards and then go over their reveal when they get them back all in one video. So I'm going to kind of take a page out of their book today with this one. So I'll quit talking and I'll go through the cards that I'm going to send. All right, so I've got 4 cards that I'm going to send out to SGC. Chris has a bunch of cards I'm going to send out for him. And I'm just throwing a few in there to round the order out and make it a nice even number to deal with. So first one that I'm sending, and none of these cards are in super amazing condition or are cards that I think will grade real high. But the first one I'm sending is the Topps Ichiro rookie. These cards are really cool. I just like I have almost a complete set of these that I found at an antique store a few years ago that's missing, of course, Ichiro and Albert, some of the key cards. But these, if you can find them clean, are really sharp. So I have this one pre-graded as an 8. We'll see what it comes back as. I really would like to see a 9 on it, but I think that's probably being a little overly optimistic, especially with some of the grades I've gotten back recently. So here's an 85 Topps Roger Clemens. Again, not a super high dollar card. This one's in pretty good shape. I bought a 85 Topps complete set off of eBay probably back in 2011 or 2012. And this came with that. So I've been wanting to get this one graded for a while, but just haven't got around to sending it out. So these prices are what I had them listed at a card show I set up at not too long ago. Some of these were just kind of the I don't really want to sell it price. So again, I'm hoping for an 8 on that Roger Clemens, or I pre-graded as an 8. I'm hoping for a 9. I think an 8's probably more realistic. Here's the regular set 82 Topps Cal Ripken Jr. rookie card. This was a huge card back in the day. I paid $25 for this raw in Springfield, Missouri a few years ago. On the way down to Branson for vacation, stopped at a card shop down there and picked it up. I have this pre-graded as an 8, but honestly, I think it could probably grade a 7, maybe even a 6. You can't see it without really zooming in, but there's some print issues. There's some pink smeared in to the white. If you put it under magnification, then of course it's got that print dot, but other than that, it's a pretty sharp looking card. I'd be happy if it graded as an 8. Some of these cards, if they grade lower than 8s, I'll keep them and they'll be upgrade candidates at some point. And then the last one I have is a Rickey Henderson rookie. So this one's pretty off-centered. Other than that, it's a pretty sharp looking card. I have this pre-graded as a 6. To be honest with you, I'm hoping for a 7, but again, I think that's overly optimistic. But I mean, it's a sharp looking card overall. Obviously pretty off-centered, 80-20 or so. And then the back is off-centered too, but I picked this up last year from a teacher I work with at the school and got a pretty decent deal on it and didn't have a Henderson rookie at the time. So these cards are just cards that I've wanted to get graded for a while. But with what I think they'll grade, I just didn't want to fork out the money to pay to get them graded. So hopefully I get these 4 sent out today, and then I'll film the second part of this video when everything comes back. Hopefully next weekend. Today's Friday, June 2nd. So hopefully I'll get these sent out today or tomorrow, and then hopefully they'll be back next weekend or Monday early in the week, something like that. So I'll be back with you when these come back. All right, everybody, the cards came back from SGC, so I'm going to go ahead and get into those. I'll run through the dates on how the submission and return broke down. So I mailed these out on the 9th of June. SGC received them on the 13th of June. They graded them on the 19th of June, mailed them on the 20th of June, and then I received them yesterday, which is, I believe, the 24th of June on a Saturday. So we're looking at 14, 15 days, I think, total turnaround. I do know the grades because I always do. I always look. I can never do a blind reveal because there's just no way I could wait to see the grades until I got the cards back. So I'm not good at that. So I know what the grades of these cards are. I did pretty well. I was pretty well on the head on most of the grades, but I did get a couple surprises. So without further ado, I'll flip the camera around and show you how everything came back. All right, so as always, I'm going to do this win, lose, or draw style. On this submission, there wasn't really a loss, so I've got to really nitpick to come up with one on this one. And I feel that this submission went very well, and I had a couple surprises on the grades. So with the draw, I'll start out with Ichiro. I thought this was going to be an 8. And that's what it came back graded as, was an 8. So I'm okay with that. It may be a candidate for a future upgrade at some point, but I'm in no rush. It's still a sharp looking card. Ichiro is still a no doubt Hall of Famer. So this one in its current condition configuration will probably be in my collection for some time. And then again, I've really got to stretch to call this a loss, because it graded exactly what I expected it to grade at, which is a 6. I was just hoping, wishful thinking, for a 7. But really, if the card deserves a 6, it deserves a 6. So I really got to nitpick and split hairs to call that a loss. And again, I'm good with that. It came back graded exactly as I expected it to. So really, so far, I've hit both grades on these cards right on the head. So a win is the 85 Topps Roger Clemens. I had this pre-graded as an 8, and it came back as a 9. So I'm definitely happy with that, and it will stay in my collection as a 9. Eventually, he'll get in the Hall of Fame once more of the steroid guys get in, which a few of them already have. I think eventually the floodgates are going to open up, and Barry Bonds is going to get in, and Clemens is going to get in, and McGuire is going to get in, and then they're all going to get in. So here is the most pleasant surprise of the entire order, and what I would call the biggest win. This Cal Ripken Jr. coming back as an 8.5. I had this pre-graded as a 7 or an 8 and thought it could even grade potentially as low as a 6 just because of the issues on the surface. But you have to magnify them quite a bit to really be able to see it. So I wasn't sure how SGC was going to look at it as far as grading goes. But I'm really happy with this as an 8.5. You know, maybe eventually I upgrade it, but I doubt that I will. The 80s kind of iconic cards, I'm looking for to be graded in the 8 or 9 range just because of cost and value of the card. So I'm happy with that. So overall, I'm really happy with this order. Again, as always, SGC turned it around really quick. I thought they graded it accurately and fairly. So overall, I'm pretty happy. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned to the channel. I have some big videos coming up. The next one's going to be some recent pickups from eBay, a mail day type of video. I've got some big cards coming in, a couple pickups for the 1960 Topps set. Well, really one big card coming in for the 1960 top set, and I'm excited for it to be here. So stay tuned to the channel. If you haven't already, please throw this video a like, subscribe to the channel. I hope everybody's doing well, and I will see you on the next one. Everybody have a good one.